Ladies, gentlemen, let the show begin. Alright, do you like video games? And I know you do. What about entertainment? We got that to video game. I'm not a video game. Video game. Oh no, what's the name? Video Game Armada. Time for the final edition of the Games and Gear of 2017. And of course, this is the one true I'm the Gamer Boss Bronze. Yes, it was a long, hard road of awesome upcoming games that most of you are playing the beginning of this list right now. Ah, man, I wish I could keep doing this forever, but as you all well know, I got bigger fish to fry this year. So I am glad to say this is the final one, not because I'm out of games, and in fact, I probably forgot some of your favorite games out there, guys, in which case I apologize, and or those games that you'll probably think of I probably don't care about. So again, you let your conscience be your guide. Play awesome games that you want to play. I'm just doing the Gaming Gear list of 2017 to inform people of games they might have missed, or just a subtle reminder that, hey, this particular game that you may or may not like is coming out on this particular date, and maybe you might want to pick it up. Again, let your conscience be your guide. Splatoon 2, yes, the Nintendo's series of third-person shooters that could, yes. When the original Splatoon came out 2 years ago, it was an oddity. It's still an oddity. I mean, think about it. Basically, players take on the role of an anamorphic hybrid that is neither a kid nor a squid, but both, in a weird version of our own reality based somewhere in a very small but very trendy part of what I assume is Tokyo, but that's just a layman's guess. See, in the Splatoon world, staying fresh is the most important thing. And staying fresh means having the best gear and, of course, the best gun. Paint guns, that is. In a constant and almost eternal state of turf war, you and other Inklings have to mark out your squad's type of paint, or ink in this case, more than your enemy's squad. If you win, you get Squid dollars. And no, that's not the name of the money, currency, but that's what I'm calling them. And you can use the Squid dollars to keep yourself fashion forward and buy new weapons for better performances in turf war. If you lose, not so much. Of course, there's a always burgeoning threat from the evil Octarians who are stealing like electric zapfish and, plunge your city into eternal darkness. But hey, you know what? Staying fresh, that's the important thing. And as it turns out, this quirky but still very solid third-person shooter was a big hit to fans and reviewers alike. So of course a sequel was going to happen. Splatoon 2 takes place 2 years after the first game. I don't believe there's been many changes from the first game to the second games, but there's just enough to make things interesting. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a story mode with this game, but I'm just not aware of it. What I am aware of is that you get new weapons, including, highlighted, the Splatdoolies. It's basically 2 splat paint guns you akimbo. And also, you have the ability to dodge roll now. So you ever get one of those moments of that guy with the roller is about to roll you down and splat you good? With a dodge roll, you can sidestep that kind of thing. If you're good enough, which I am, so I got nothing to worry about. You can also locally play this with people. You can only play the good online multiplayer online, and in the first game, not so much with your friends. Now, thanks to the power of the Switch, that has changed. So, thank you, Switch, for that awesomeness. You can also buy new, trendier clothes in the sequel as well. And no, I'm not vain, but the clothes make the Inkling in Splatoon. Basically, the better or more fresh your clothes, the better the perks you can have, say as more grenades in your slot, faster recharge rate for your guns, the ability to stay stealth within your own ink so your enemies can't see you until, BAM! It's too late. That was always my personal favorite back in the old Splatoon. That sort of thing. But interesting enough, one of the more, interesting features of Splatoon 2 is that it's going to have smart device support. using an upcoming app for the Nintendo Switch to enhance matchmaking and allow for voice chat options? Huh, how about that? I'm sure that's not exactly what people were looking for whenever they wanted private matches and voice chat options. Personally, I never saw that as much of an issue, but I'm sure there's a bunch of clans out there who are very big into the pro Splatoon market, and they want to be as accurate and as efficient as possible, and I can't fault them for that. So if you got a smart device, and who doesn't these days, you're gonna be well taken care of thanks to Nintendo. And that's pretty much it for information for Splatoon. To be quite honest, the first Splatoon wasn't really broken at all. No, despite what, some butthurt babies online may say about the roller. On the whole, the game itself, it was downright perfect and enjoyable. So I expect the sequel to not only be the same as the first, but hopefully larger. I want to get to know more about this world outside of fighting artifacts and scrolls. Even in Nintendo, there's always some sort of weird post-apocalyptic nightmare that eliminates us humans, where weird cockroaches and squids take over. But hey, we may have it coming. I don't know. But hey, what finally came? The very last end of the Game and Gear list of this year. Again, I'm sure there was plenty of games I missed, and I apologize. But that's it from me. I can finally start moving on to the old business. And ladies and gentlemen, I got a lot of them to take care of. But before I close out, just remember, if you got a Switch, congratulations. I don't have one yet, but I will as soon as I can. And when does this game come out? Splatoon 2? Summer 2017, so be prepared for that. And of course, this is one Drama Gamer and Boss Bronze telling you to thank you once again, or rather to thank you once again for watching the videos of the upcoming Games and Gear of 2017. And stay tuned for Armada business as usual. Till next time, take care.